guess what? You get to live a healthy lifestyle without giving up the life you love, right? So I'm Ileka Falette, and I work with women to lose the weight while embracing those sexy curves and without giving up the lifestyle that you love. And so let's talk about it, right? So if you're my friend on Facebook or you follow me on YouTube or Instagram, you see that I love to travel, right? I love to travel with my family. I love to travel for business. I love to travel with my husband. In fact, we're leaving for South Africa on Thursday. I had to remember. Yeah. So we love to travel. Hey, Chanel. So we love to travel. And when we travel, we do it while being healthy. So I remember back in the day when, so I lost 120 pounds, just throwing that out there, right? And that was about 7 years ago. So if I take myself back to 7 years ago, I would love to travel then too. And I remember it was like I was always trying to be on some sort of diet or trying to lose some weight or just trying, right? I was always on something, right? Whether it was, at that time, it was always like Jenny Craig, Weight Watchers, Nutrisystem, just buying whatever I could because they said it on QVC or some commercial, right? And I remember it was just so important because I knew I wanted to be healthy. And so what I did and what really shifted for me was when I would go on vacation back then, I'd be like, okay, I'm on this vacation. I'm about to eat everything. Like I remember on our honeymoon, when we went on our honeymoon, we went to Europe. We did I think it was like 18-day trip through Europe. Like we cruised through, we went to all these different countries and we did a cruise and we also did like hopping from country to country because, 16 years ago, that's what you could do. And it was so much fun. So we did that. And I remember our thing was everywhere we went, we were going to eat gelato, right? So we would get a whole thing of gelato. Sometimes I would get two different types of gelato. Like we were going for it, right? And so that's the way I looked at vacation. I'm on vacation. I'm about to eat everything because, bam, I don't be eating like this at home. So I'm about to do it all now. And so something that I realized as I lost the weight, I still had a lot of those thoughts. So the weight came off, but I was still like, oh, I'm on vacation. And so I'd go on vacation and pick up 15 pounds. And I was like, this isn't what we're going for, right? And so what needed to shift there was that understanding that choosing health and choosing to live in a healthy way isn't necessarily something that we have to stop doing on vacation because it's not a chore. It's not something that we dislike. It's not something that we're like, oh my gosh, why do I have to do this? Right? We've been conditioned for years to think that that's what we need to do. And in order to lose that weight, if you want to take those pounds off, girl, you got to do all these things. You got to eat baked chicken, brown rice, and broccoli, and the same thing every day, and that's all you get to have, right? None of it had salt on it, no type of seasoning, right? And we did it because this is what we thought we needed to do. But now, what I help women do is understand that you get to live healthy, you get to travel, you get to enjoy the lifestyle that you love without giving up everything that you currently love, right? We get to eat and embrace food and eat things that fuel us, that give us energy, that make us feel better. And we get to look at food in a different way. Like we were in Orlando last week, living it up at the Fire Savvy Mastermind, Unmastermind, my bad, because it ain't like any other mastermind. But we were there last week, and while we were there, you know, we got to choose what we ate, right? So if we were eating, I don't know, Carrabba's, I would decide what I wanted to eat. I would get the salmon. I would get the roasted beans. I would get like we get to choose. And when we get to choose, we get to see it differently. So when we head to South Africa on Thursday, I'm going to be walking in the airport. I posted this yesterday. I'll be walking in the airport with my nice fancy bags, and I don't have the Louis bag because but I do have the nice fancy bag, right? So I'm gonna be walking the airport with the nice fancy bag, and I'm gonna get to TSA. I'm gonna walk on through because I got clear and TSA because that's how you travel, right? But I'm gonna walk on through there, and when we get there, I'm gonna walk to my gate, and I'm gonna feel fine. If you find yourself walking from TSA to your gate, that 200 yards at most, and you're out of breath, it's time to check and reestablish what you're doing, right? Because we get to live a healthy lifestyle, so we get to live that lifestyle. When we're healthy, we're more energetic. We get to enjoy the trip more. We get to play. We get to have fun. Like I remember going on trips and I'd get there and I'd have to think, oh my gosh, are we going to be walking all the way to XYZ? Like I was sitting there, I remember thinking, dang, I wish I had a handicap sticker. Like that's ridiculous. But it's like we get somewhere and it's, do we have to do this hike? Do we have to do, walking through to see the culture, to see? I remember going to London thinking, oh my gosh, we're going to walk up all these stairs in order to see the crown jewels. And it's just like, that's not how I wanted to enjoy London. So when I was able to go back and actually like run up and down the stairs and do what I needed to do, the experience is different. When you can actually move the way you want to move, it's a different ball game. So we get to, I mean, the reason I post it like this, that we get to live a healthy lifestyle without giving up our lifestyle, is because we've been told for so long that we've got to be essentially, what's the word I'm looking for? Hermits. We got to stay in the house all day. We can't go out. We can't do anything because in order to live healthy, we've got to eat these specific things all the time. That means you can't go out to eat, right? And if you're traveling, you're not cooking when you're on vacation. So how are you going to vacation or travel if you have a business and you go speak on different stages in different states or different countries? How are you going to do that and maintain good health? It's about understanding how to do it. We can all do this, and it doesn't have to feel hard because it's not. But it does require some guidance, right? Like I won't pretend that I did this all by myself because frankly, anyone who has had these types of results, I lost 120 pounds 6 and a half years ago, as a mom of four, as a senior director of leadership development and process improvement at Fortune 100 companies, right? If I could do it then, and I didn't do it by myself, I had help. I had all types of help. I had help and accountability in eating healthier. I had help and accountability in the movement that I needed to do. And I had help and accountability to support me as I was doing it. Like my husband supporting me, my family supporting me, my coaches supporting me. It's so important when we get to do that. So if you are listening to this and you're thinking, this is what I need, I always say, send me a DM. Let's talk about it because I'm putting something together and actually just finished up my workshop. Now, I had a 3-day workshop where I helped women create in 3 days, create a 3-month wellness and weight loss plan, one that they can take anywhere. Meaning, when I say take anywhere, meaning like they can continue to do this whether they go on vacation to Bahamas or they are at home, working with their kids or working with their clients, right? You can do it anywhere. And that's what we need. So if that's something that you need, I want you to send me a DM or comment below, right? Because if we want our businesses to thrive, if we want to truly build wealth, then we've got to build our health first. That's hugely important. And we get to do both. We get to build wealth while we build our health. And the fastest way to building wealth is improving your health. All right. So I'm Ileka Falette. Again, I work with women to fuel themselves to lose the weight while embracing their sexy curves and without giving up the lifestyle that they love. All right. So I'll see you guys here in 2 weeks because next week, like I said, I'm being in South Africa. Otherwise, I will be here next week too. All right. This is Wellness Wednesday, and I'll be doing this I'll be doing this every Wednesday, except next Wednesday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, Deanna, for allowing me to speak in your group. And thank you for everyone who's watching. I'm so excited to continue to connect with you all and to provide you with these tips every Wednesday at 1:30. All right. I'll talk to y'all soon. Everybody take care. Bye now.